Hello everyone, I'm Lynn from Mockingbird in Maine, and I have my October Graphics Fairy Design Team project to show you. And I've created a little mini journal in a metal tin, and I did one of these a while back. These are Tim Holtz tins, so they come two in a package, and I had this one already distressed from when I made the original little mini journal, and I just take my craft hammer and bang it all up. I added some gesso and then some different metallic paints, gold and bronze, and then there's like an iridescent bluish. I'm hoping you can see that on camera. And I have used the Secret Life of Flowers bundle. I was challenging myself to use a single bundle, and I almost did it. I did only use two bundles. I did a background on the journaling cards from the Delicate End Papers bundle, and I'll show you that when we get to it. So I've collaged on the cover of the tin with one of the images from the Secret Life of Flowers bundle. And there's lace and music paper and a paper doily, twine, a rusty safety pin with some lace and some seam binding. And this seam binding is also on the closure of the little journal because it goes so well with the blues and some of the floral images that are in the bundle. And this bundle is gorgeous. The images are so vibrant and rich, and even reduced in size, they are just still so detailed and vivid. Oh, and I forgot there's some cardboard underneath as well. So going inside, in the cover here, I'm just going to take these out because I want to show you a little bit more about these little domino charms, domino image charms. And so inside and then in the bottom are Altoid Tin images from the bundle. And so I've just layered them in with some lace bits and some tea-dyed vellum underneath. There's little eyelets for the twine that goes through to the cover. And in the bottom here we have the little mini journal. We'll look at that in a minute. And then a little parcel there. And then these are a couple of the library card pockets from the bundle. Look at how gorgeous. And here is the other Altoid tin image, and then again the music paper and laces and grungy tea-dyed vellum. And I'm hoping, making sure you could see a little snippet from Shakespeare. And so inside these I have printed, I think, all of the botanical book pages. I love botanical book plates, and I think these are just so perfect as little journaling cards. So they're on a cardstock. I'm actually thinking about printing some of them larger and framing them for my home because they're just so beautiful. So on the back is the Delicate End paper, and I just reduced the opacity so it's light enough you can journal on the backs of these. So I've got those. And then, oh, let's talk about these. So these are, and all of these, let's open this up, a little bit of vintage lace. These are all from the domino collage sheet, and I did reduce them in size. You can see there. And what I've done is put them layered with a little thin chipboard and then some craft paper cardstock. So I initially was just going to include the few that I had tucked inside here. These little bulb pins are for these charms if you wanted to pin them into a journal or another project or this little journal. And so I've added little eyelets there on those, but I just ended up including, I think, almost all of them. They remind me of, I'm calling them domino tiles, because they remind me of almost like little game pieces, and you can use them to embellish ephemera, journals, journal covers. Here's another one with an eyelet. And you don't need to do an eyelet if you just wanted to punch a hole in these. They are thick enough and sturdy enough that you could hang them or string them onto something without an eyelet. This one I punched 2 holes in and created a little kind of button. So the other thing that you can do with them is the cover. Using this piece of a doily, I've sewn around and created pockets that fit the little domino tiles perfectly. So you could change them out if you wanted a different look for the journal. You could actually probably tuck another one behind so you could have a couple. You could journal on the backs of them and tuck them back in. One will also fit here on the spine. I just didn't do it because if you put one in, then the journal is a little too rigid to fit into the tin, because it doesn't matter what size journal I make, I just seem to overstuff things, even with a mini journal. So it just slips in the doily there on the spine. And there's our little teal crinkly seam binding closure, a couple of mother of pearl buttons, another rusty safety pin with a piece of lace. So going inside, the pages are tea-dyed paper or parchment paper, and the front cover and back cover have pockets. The inside is lined with a vintage linen napkin and then a little bit of embroidered fabric there. And again, more of the little mini journaling cards. And then in the journal, we've got pockets here and there, and I've tucked in more of the little domino tiles. This one's got a little piece of lace and some sewing. And here, and there are a few of these throughout, the insect images from the bundle I printed onto vellum and distressed them, and I've just taped them in with some washi. So they are removable, or if you wanted to move them around or use them different ways or in different projects, you can do that with the washi tape being removable. And this, like on the bottom of the tin here, that little, is from, it was either a gift bag or a gift box printable in the bundle that I just took the smaller pattern botanicals images from those to embellish my pockets. And another little tile. Some of the pages are torn, edged. Here is one of the coin envelope printables with a little rusty paper clip. Look at how pretty. And inside I've just tucked in more of the botanical images. I wanted to include all of them because I love them all. Here's another one of the insects on vellum. And lots of journaling space for a little tiny journal. Two pockets here, one with a journaling card, one with another domino tile. I was only going to include a few of the domino tiles, but then I thought, no, whoever gets the journal needs to have all of the tiles. And here is another of the coin envelopes with just some more journaling cards in there. And a little pocket with a tile and a little piece of doily. Here's another one of the insects with the washi tape. And then, I'm gonna take that out so I can put it back. I loved the Altoid tin images so much, but I've used two to line my tin, but I wanted to somehow incorporate them outside of the tin in the journal. So what I've done is I've reduced them in size, and then I've backed them to each other, and I've sewn around, and I've put little eyelets, and then I've put them on a little binder ring. So you could, just something pretty to look at for inspiration. You could take them off and use them. You could add, if you journal on journaling cards, even these, you could just punch a hole and add to this. So that is it, everyone. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching. And if you haven't, you need to check out the premium membership site because there are just so many gorgeous images. I say it every time. The The inspiration is unlimited. It's endless. Thanks again, everyone. Take care.